I'm really super excited for you guys to watch this video because I've got Doug Bernier again and Ryan Lavarnway, both major league guys. Again, gonna share some awesome information with you guys. And this is baseball catcher throwing drills. So if you're looking for catcher footwork drills or trying to improve your pop time down to second, then this video is gonna be for you. It's some great information. Again, these guys are awesome and I'm so happy for them sharing this information with you guys. Also, they have a great video for you at the end of this video, so be sure to watch all the way to the end because that video, as good as this video is, that video, amazing. Gotta check it out. Let's get into the video though.
Hey guys, how you doing? Doug Bernier from ProBaseballInsider.com. Our website, we give free instruction from the pros. So again, I want to thank Coach Madden from You Go Pro Baseball for letting us take over his YouTube channel and allowing us to show our videos for your audience. That's awesome. So we are here again with Major League catcher Ryan Lavarnway, 2013 World Series champion, I might add, by the way. And so in this video, we really want to talk about throwing. Throwing's important. Throwing's important for throwing runners out. Give us some tips. What do you got?
Guys, one thing you want to talk about with throwing is that your feet are the more important than your arm. All right, you got to be able to get your feet down fast, and you got to be able to keep them in line. All right, the reason that's important is because you've never ever seen a guy throw the ball with 1 foot on the ground. All right, so the faster your feet can get down, the faster the ball can come out. One more thing that's important is direction. All right, you can have the best arm in the world, but if you throw it into center field, it's going to be safe. It's probably going to advance to third. So the best way to make a strong, accurate throw is to keep good direction. And when we practice, we want to be as perfect as we can in practice so that in the game, when it's a non-perfect situation, maybe you have a bad throw to throw on, you're relying on your instincts, the thing you've done 1,000 times in practice. Be more perfect in practice so that when you have to go and react to a pitch that's a little bit bad, you're still going to be pretty darn close to perfect. All right? I want to demonstrate the T drill for you guys today. This is a tried and true drill. You guys might have heard it before, but this is something that's great for guys that are 5 years old, just starting to catch, and this is something we do in big league spring training, all right? I cannot emphasize enough the importance of this drill. So guys, when we talk about the footwork, you have to worry about how to transition the ball on the glove side. You have to worry about how to get the ball on the backside. You know, the jab step. What happens if it's a pitch that drags you over here? Anticipation. There's a lot to talk about, but what we're going to talk about in this drill is just the T drill. We're going to talk about in the most perfect situation, you know, that ball that's generally down the middle. How do we get our feet in the perfect position to get it to second base as quickly as possible? All right. What you want to do is you want to create a little T. We've created it here with tape on the ground. You can do it with your foot, just dragging it in the dirt. The most important thing is that you have something straight towards second base to give you good direction, and you have a starting point. All right? The reason that you have this starting point, that's the top of the tee, is that you want to make sure you're not traveling too far forward. All right? From where you start, the bigger the steps you take, every step you take, imagine that runner that's stealing second base taking 2 or even 3 steps, all right? So you want to get your feet down quick. You also want to make sure you don't travel backwards, all right? That distance to second base is already plenty far enough. You don't want to have to change your momentum. You don't want to make that throw any farther, all right? So the reason we have this line here, start with your toes on it. Make sure you travel forward in front of it, but not too far forward, all right? If I had to give a distance, maybe 6 inches. It's not exact. The idea is you just want to get that foot down as quick as possible in a forward direction, all right? So you start with this center line that's giving you the direction straight towards second base in the middle of your body. Straddle it right down the middle. Toes on this back line. Start with no ball, all right? You don't need a ball to work on your footwork. Get into your athletic stance, boom, towards second base. The reason you have the T, check your feet, all right? How is your direction? On this rep, my toes are both on that line. My direction is perfect towards second base. I'm looking down the barrel of the gun, the direction, and I'm going to make a strong, accurate throw on this one, all right? What you want to avoid, guys, is drifting too far over to the side, getting too far away from that middle line, and you want to avoid, when you come up to throw, not closing your feet off. Those are common mistakes that can be done with this drill, and that this drill is going to give you immediate feedback. Whether you have a partner, a teammate, a coach, whether you're doing this by yourself, you're going to be able to look down and tell by your feet, I didn't close my feet off enough. If you do this, what's going to happen is you're going to throw the ball open, and you're most likely going to miss it towards the second base side and high, all right? So again, you're going to start with your feet on the line, get an athletic stance, transfer the ball, toes right on that line, closed off towards second base. The next thing you can do, start with the ball in your glove, all right? I like to talk about progressions. How do we start at the very basic level and then build from there? Build one thing in at a time so that we start with a strong foundation. Guys, footwork is one of the pillars of catching. It's one of the 3 most important things you can do. If you want to check out the other 2, there's a 3-pillar power-up video right below. Click the link. But what you want to do with this is you start with the ball in your glove. Work on transferring that ball now, all right? You're still going to stay focused on the T-drill. Short step with the foot, toes both on the line. Now I've transferred the ball into my throwing hand. I've gotten a 4-seam grip, and I'm ready to throw that ball to second base, all right? So again, you want to make sure that that ball's in the glove. You don't get lazy with the feet. Don't open them up. All right, guys, the next progression is to have a coach or a teammate, your mom or dad, brother, sister, the neighbor, whoever you can, have them flip you the ball. Again, start with your toes on the line. We're still talking T-drill here. They flip you that ball. Boom. Now you work on your transition. All right. So there's 3 ways to do this drill. You can build it up. Each time it's going to get a little bit more complex, but this is one of the pillars of catching, one of the most important drills you can do to work on getting your feet down quick and with good direction. Guys, another common mistake that you could do with this drill, especially as a younger player, is be taking too many steps. All right, I don't want to see left, right, left, or especially really don't want to see, you're not dancing with this ball. All right, we talk about getting your feet down quick. That means that you get a jab step with your right and then that stride step to throw with your left. It's a catch, a right, and a left rhythm. The reason that a lot of younger players end up taking that extra step is because your body is giving you feedback. Your body's telling you, I'm not ready to throw. So you're trying to get a little bit of extra momentum to help your arm out because your body knows. You're not doing it on purpose, I understand. But what's important to understand is, how do I avoid that? All right. Now think about getting shot out of a cannon. You want to create a little bit of momentum towards second base. If I'm back on my heels, I'm going to turn to the side here. If I'm back on my heels, I'm not ready to throw. I'm about to fall backwards. I'm straight up and down. I'm not going to be able to generate any sort of power towards second base this way. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to take that extra step and I'm going to go. As opposed to that, what we want to do is we want to be up on our toes. We want to be athletic and ready to go. See how my chest is now leaning forward a little bit? I don't want to be flat. Don't misunderstand me. Some is good. More is not better here, guys. You want to have a little bit of momentum. Weight on your toes so that when you're ready to go, you have a little bit of drive angle to drive out and get that right-left step going. So again, T-drill, little momentum, feet on the line, get that forward momentum with that jab step.
All right, so Ryan, I know that pop time is important. Watching Major League catchers, they all got good arms. But some catchers don't have the strongest arms. Is this a good drill for someone to improve, even if they don't have the best arm, getting balls to second base?
Yeah, so if you give yourself the best possible body position to throw the ball, your arm is going to play up as strong as it can. All right. If you're stepping back, if you're doing one of these jump things where you're losing ground, you're not getting momentum, your arm's going to be even weaker because you're not using your legs. If you get that jab step, that momentum towards second base, your arm is going to be as strong as you can possibly have it. But more than that, the quicker you can get your feet down, the quicker you can get it out of your hand. Guys, the best throwers are not the guys with the best arms. The best throwers are the guys with the best feet. Get your feet down, get the ball out of your hand as quick as possible. Every split second that your feet are not on the ground and the ball is not out, that runner is getting closer and closer to second base. That clock on your pop time keeps running. Your pop time is not nearly as quick if your release is slow. I mean, it makes sense, but I can't emphasize this enough. Your feet are the most important part of having a quick pop time to second and throwing out those guys.
So basically, feet, quickness, and accuracy are the most important things when throwing down second base.
Absolutely, and arm strength is the last thing to add to it, but feet, quickness, and accuracy are the 3 most important parts of throwing, which is one of the most 3 important pillars of catching.
That's great stuff. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Doug and Ryan. That's a great video. Thank you so much for sharing with my audience. Guys, if you like this video and you want to see more from Doug and Ryan, give them a thumbs up. Let them know that they did a good job. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, they've got a great video for you guys. It's called the 3-pillar power-up, okay? The 3 pillars of catching are receiving, blocking, and throwing. And Ryan is going to go in depth and talk about some tips on how to improve all 3 of those so you can start to dominate behind the plate. All you have to do is click the first link in the description down below. It's going to take you to a page where you enter your first name and your email address. Then you're going to see that video right away. And then along the next few days and weeks, I'm going to send you some great catching information through the email. Be sure to start opening up those emails because it's a bunch of great stuff, a bunch of free stuff. And of course, Ryan and Doug have a workshop coming up soon, and I'm gonna notify you on the dates and things like that when that is available. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a quick second and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification right next to it. This way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, and I've got some great catching videos coming soon. In fact, Doug and Ryan put together a bunch more videos for me to share with you guys. So if you like this one, be sure to subscribe with the bell on so you're notified every time they upload.